Hi, friend. It's Laura Winters, your host of Miracle in Time podcast and owner of Your Light Holistic Therapy and Wellness LLC. You are a miracle, plain and simple. It's a miracle you are here. A miracle changed my life, and maybe this is the miracle that will change yours. Here we go.
Hello, friend. I was just listening to a podcast. I'm trying to learn something new. And so I typed in learning about Bach flower remedies. And so I typed that in, and this podcast came up, and I started listening to it. And they're kind of explaining the backstory, and then they likened it to homeopathy, in which they had very strong feelings that homeopathy does nothing. And funny enough, I very much appreciate homeopathy. And so sometimes we get triggered. And so, in my normal, not normal, in my old state, I would have just stopped the podcast, found another one, and moved on. But I think that we are evolving past that to where we can face those triggers and we can continue to take in the information that we need. And so, there's I don't know if it's a dichotomy that's coming up, but this idea that even if you don't agree with everything, you can still agree with something. Or if you don't, you don't like all the information, you can agree with a piece of it that's going to help you along your journey. And so the lady was very adamant that homeopathy does nothing. Like, she kept saying it does nothing, 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 nothing. I'm like, wow, that is very strong feelings for, this huge community. And this is kind of like where medicine started. And, or I guess healing. I mean, not medicine, and she kept saying it's not a medicine. And I'm like, I know it's not a medicine. That's the whole point. It's not supposed to be a medicine. It's supposed to be an energetic healing modality. It's not a medicine. So you are correct when you say it's not a medicine, but to say it does nothing is, I just think it's, completely false. Even if there is a placebo effect to it, that's still doing something, which I don't believe that at all. But, I do believe in homeopathy, and I have seen it do very cool things. So anyway, but yeah, so what I want to say is that when you're triggered, it's showing you what needs to be healed inside of you. So we get triggered and we blame it on the other person that they triggered us and blah, blah, blah. But it's really just a mirror showing you what needs to be healed in you. And the trigger is those really, really strong feelings that come up. That usually it's anger or, usually a lot of anger. But yeah, it's just, if you can take a deep breath and take a step back, you can go, okay, what is this situation showing me? What is something that I need to heal? And how can I, come to this, or the next time that happens, see it differently? So yes. So instead of turning off that podcast and finding another one, I think it is an interesting perspective to see what conventional medicine practitioners or people who truly believe in that might see this from that side, and also being able to still attain the information that you were meant to gather. So, when you hear people saying, like, I only watch these stations because this one is skewed this way or whatever. I think perspective is good. Perspective can help you either solidify the information that you already know to be true for you, or it leaves the door open to maybe a different perspective or a shift in that truth, which can make it more complex and deep and all that. So yeah. And then the less that you're triggered, the more you are in your truth. Like, you don't need anybody else's perspective to change yours. They can have theirs and you can have yours, and you can still be loving human beings without the frustration or the angst between the two, because all truths can live at the same time, whether or not you agree with them. So I think that's all I have to say about triggers. Yeah, and I'm just going to say homeopathy does work because she said it didn't so many times. Oh, so my friend, I hope you have a good day. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to Miracle in Time podcast. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and share with a friend. If you would like to know more about me or my services, please visit yourlightllc.com.